Want to take a break?
Yeah, you
Here
turn
you
the
go.
AC up a little.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty hot back there.
You got it? Okay, I'm sorry. What's over there on the left?
On the left was we used to call it Black Hills, and it was all stone. I guess that's why they built the buildings on it. You can see it's still all stone. And I remember a few times your father and I used to go up there and you'd light a fire, and build a fire, and bake potatoes. They never got baked, but
Yeah.
we used to go up there. And in back of the building here, there used to be a forest called Hobro Forest, and they had a deal that on Mother's Day they'd sell plants to all the kids in the school to take home for their mother. Well, there's pizza places. There used to be a big drugstore.
Now, this is Blue Hill Avenue.
This is Blue Hill Avenue, and
Alright.
these are all apartments on Blue Hill Avenue.
Yeah, it's just the vibration up front is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's not being able
What's that from?
But if you leave the windows open back there, the way, it's...
Oh, this is Wales Street. Mary Foreman lived here. Remember Mary Foreman?
Yes.
She lived here, and
Who's Mary Foreman? Cousin, right?
was a cousin.
Yeah.
Her mother was Faggy, my father's sister, and also Eva. I don't know if you guys remember Eva. She might have died. No, you might have known her because we went to her funeral. Natalie and I went to her funeral, so that was.
I don't remember her.
I don't either.
And here's Esmond Street. Also, one of them lived on Esmond and one lived on Wales Street.
So all your cousins lived in the same neighborhood?
Right, a lot of them.
How did your dad get into the opening up Barron's Market?
What?
How did your dad open up Barron's Market?
I guess to make a living. Yeah, I mean, that's what he thought would be a good thing for him, which he did. And then in the early 30s, when they took off Prohibition, he was going to try and get there's another school here. Which is not a school anymore either.
Yeah. Endicott School.
And so he decided on a market, I guess. I don't know actually how he got it. Probably knew somebody that had one. Oh, I know his brother Willie. This used to be a big restaurant here, Jewish restaurant.
When you say Jewish restaurant, it's like sandwiches, corned beef, and
Right.
pastrami?
And all and this was.
And it was all kosher then, too, right?
Kosher, yeah. And this was another movie theater. You can see the back of it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's again a Baptist church. And this was another movie theater we used to go to. And this right on the corner here is Columbia Road.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Uncle Buddy, the market wasn't kosher though, right? The Barron Market.
No.
I bet you kept kosher at home.
Wow, look at where we are. This is the back of
We
Franklin
used to
Park
make.
Zoo.
Yeah, this is the Franklin Park Zoo here on the left.
Uncle Buddy, but you kept kosher at home?
Oh yeah. There used to be another Simcoe's here in that place.
Oh, Simcoe's kosher?
At that time it was, I don't know.
So
And
we're going straight here,
We're
Dad?
coming up to Seaver Street. And in this house, one of these houses is City Councilor Rosenberg lived, and we had to go there because Cedar Street was up that way. But I'll
Which
show
way?
you.
Which way?
Okay, but we're going straight. And we had to go there to pick up the pen and pencil set that your father won in Tennyson tournament. And
So this is
right there. Wait,
Take a left.
take a look.
So this is definitely Roxbury.
Right.
Okay, so this is Nasing Street. So we've now moved from Dorchester to Roxbury.
What was considered the dividing line? That we
Nothing stood out.
Roxbury, Dorchester, I
Yeah.
think it was Columbia Road.
Oh, all right. So Columbia Road was right down there. Yeah, that makes sense.
What's this,
Well,
bud?
buddy, did you know a Crawford Street off
Yeah.
Warren Street?
Yeah.
Is it?
What number?
Now, okay, go up. That first apartment building on the right is where we lived on the second floor.
Okay.
That's 21 Nasing Street.
Yeah, 17.
I think that was 21.
Okay.
And this big house, they still have the big lot. We used to play ball there. And on those steps, we used to play baseball against the steps. Did you ever?
Yeah, I used to do that a lot.
And we used to play in that yard because we knew the people that lived there. And
So these look like they were all rebuilt.
yeah, well, they all have. I don't know if this was. Because after we moved out, I don't remember coming back, these were six apartments, and they made them into 12 apartments. I remember coming back after that. And those stairs were, we spent a lot of time on those stairs.
Right. So you were on 21 Nasing Street.
So when'd you move, bud?
From here we moved in 1950.
In 1950. So my father and mother, my father was way out of the house then. You know?
1950, no, he had come back.
From Cleveland.
He was out of the house from 44 to 48.
Okay.
He came back in 48.
When he came back from Cleveland?
And he came back from Cleveland.
Yeah.
And he came in and we were here for 2 more years. And then we moved to Vernon Street in Brookline.
Okay.
So, and the front entrance is a little different.
I
The
can
front
imagine.
entrance it used to be the real old oak doors. And,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
with the beveled glass and everything else.
Now they have sprinklers and fire alarms by
Okay.
code or something.
Yeah.
Now on Crawford Street, there used to be was there a temple there?
Right.
How do you know this, Bruce?
Because I did a lot of work with Freedom House.
Right.
And Freedom House is on Crawford Street, and it was in a former Jewish building.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a temple or.
There was a temple, a Crawford Street show.
He's gonna hit you.
You know, is there room back there for me to get out?
There's only 10 miles in front of her. Oh, there's a driveway.
There's a
that's why.
driveway there. That's.
Yeah, you have plenty of room. All right. Next stop, bud?
Yeah.
So when you moved here, was you joined a different? You switched temples? How'd that or schools?
Somebody
How'd
let
that
me
work?
know.
No,
Yeah.
when we moved here,
You're like 3 more feet.
we moved here. I got bar mitzvah. Remember Barbara Shaffron? Remember Shaffron?
Yeah.
Chaperons?
Yeah, Shaffron Butcher Shop.
Yeah.
Barbara Shaffron and her family lived on the top floor.
Wow. Here?
Yeah. And oh my gosh, Herbie Shooker owned this house.
Yeah.
And Normie Flaterman, remember Normie Flaterman,
Yeah,
Jonathan?
yeah.
Right here, wait a second.
Normie lived right here.
Is that right? Yeah.
Now
Wow.
who's Normie?
Normie is an old friend of mine. He just died last summer.
Yeah.
He was a world-renowned antique dealer in guns.
Guns.
And Jonathan and I went to visit him last
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2
Where you
years.
live?
In Lauderdale.
And,
He's written gun books and quite a collection.
So you were in Floyd Street from what years?
I myself was 29 to 41, and the family was there from 23. Now, the Lion House from
And
the
Eleanor
zoo,
was born when? In 1921.
21. And
Okay, so which way do you want me to go, bud? Well, actually, I have no choice.
right, okay, yeah.
What were you saying about the Lion House?
The Lion House was just in there, and during the summer, when the windows would be open, you could hear the lion. Get on the right side. This is Temple, Michigan Topila.
Oh, this is the original?
This is the original Temple, Michigan Topila.
What is it now?
It's
United House.
of Prayer.
Wow.
This is the conservative building, and there's a big school in the back. I think for some reason, your father came to school here. He can't take the bus. He went to school here. I don't remember that. And he went here for school, but we didn't come here because this was conservative. And can you imagine schlepping up those stairs?
What affiliation were you?
Orthodox.
Orthodox? Wow.
Can you imagine schlepping up those stairs nowadays?
No.
So,
And that was the jewel. And then they moved to Newton on what's that parkway near the shopping center?
Temple-Beth
Hammond
Shopping
Park.
Center.
Hammond Park.
Hammond Pond Parkway.
Yeah. And look across it.
But you can see the Jewish star up to the right
You can see it.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder if there's I'll never forget this story. And this
Can
is
you get
how-
this?
This was quite a building even then. So it's always been a building.
We're getting out?
You want to get out?
Sure.
See that chandelier?
Yes.
The clock right there.
Yeah.
We came by here, my father and I once.
Oh, wow.
This is a beautiful place.
This must have been fun.
There was the kids that for some reason got some rope onto that chandelier and were pulling it back and forth. And I was walking here with my father, and there was a police car there. So, you know, so my father said, have the police stop. They're going to break that chandelier. They said we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.